That's good. But that
There we
gay
go.
guy gushing over me.
I won't tell them.
Yeah, just say, that gay guy really likes you. He's got to trust more. He's a people pleaser. This is who he is. He's very good at what he does, and I need him resting in the knowledge of what he does. Does that make sense to you? He's such a good heart. There's not a mean bone in this man's body. I don't want him to become jaded in trying to get to where he needs to get to. How old is he?
31.
Really? I'd have put him at 28, 27, 28. Okay. He's going to be doing two things. It's like he's in charge of two things. Does that make sense to you? I want to say he's running two things. It's not, and he's that type of person where he can multitask. He's very good at what he does. He's very good at multitasking, and he's programmed, but he doesn't stop. There's no downtime for this man. There's no like, whoa, he's completely on all the time. Like, he could be a stand-up comic. Like, he's just so on. Even when he gets home, he's like in entertainment mode. Like, yeah, I've got to entertain. He's what I call, he's a bit of a social actor. He doesn't reveal. He plays his cards very, very close. So I don't know if I'd be able to read him if he was next to me. Does that make sense? Because he's like this with his cards. But he is very, very kind-hearted. Money is coming to him, and he likes nice things. He's very good with money.
He's very good with money.
Do you know what I mean? He's very good, and I'm being told money... I don't know. I mean, I'm not asking you how much you're worth.
Oh, no, you're fine.
But I feel like you're going to become very wealthy. You're going to become very wealthy to the point of millionaire.
That wouldn't surprise me with him.
And that's where he is governed. It's like, I don't know, he's worked hard his whole life though. I don't feel like anything was ever given to this man. There was never any allowance. And there was a bit of a story there in terms of his family, in terms of his background. There's a bit of I feel like there's pain there. Does that make sense to you? And it's this kind of, it's driven. It's like, I'm going to be successful no matter what. And that's what keeps this man going. And he might listen to this and go, what a load of bullshit. But I'm
No, you're spot on.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
I don't need him to doubt himself in any capacity. Right, so something about his childhood is coming up here, yeah? So I don't know if it was a rocky childhood, if there was things went on that he's not quite got on top of or got hold of. But I want him to try and deal with that as soon as, because we don't want that to creep up in the future. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, the reason I mentioned that I was sexually, I'm telling you all my life,
Yep.
I was sexually abused as a kid when I was 10 by my biological father. And I pushed it all the way away. And when so in 2012, I had my own company in England, and I was in a board meeting, and my mind went, I even forgot my name, I forgot everything. I was a big casting director, and I was very successful at what I did, and I couldn't, and I was like him, I was multitask. I can't, like I said, I've asked you your name twice already. I can't maintain information, and I need him to deal with his past. Does that make sense to you? And I'm not asking you what his past is.
Yep.
That's his business.
Yep.
But I need him to do that because this is what the spirit is telling me.
Yep.
He has a very strong... Who is the E then? Is that his grandmother? Was she E? Who is the E? You mentioned an E grandmother.
That is my mother's grandmother.
Okay.
She would be an E.
Was she quite religious, this lady?
I don't think so.
Who is the cross? Someone's coming in with a cross. Was that... Yeah? Is that your...
This is a cross necklace. I don't know if that would have much to do with it, but my grandma bought me it.
Yeah, and she passed. Yes. someone's coming in with a cross. This is your grandmother now, and is this the M?
Yep.
Yes. Now she was with me right at the beginning.
Yep.
Okay. She liked movies. What's she going on about? Pictures, cinema pictures. Let's go to this. Something about drinking. Is he drinking too much, or you're, or not drinking water enough, or something about drinking? Are we getting a bit private?
No, I don't care. Yeah, I don't drink enough water. I'll say that.
Okay, and is he drinking too much?
He drinks. Yeah.
Yeah.
He drinks.
No, we need another outlet. What's his name?
Chris.
Christopher. We need another out. You can say it's Christian.
Yeah.
Christopher, we need another outlet, love. Thank you. He is your soulmate. He is your soulmate. So you're 25, 26, 25?
Yep, 26 now.
26.
Yeah.
This all came out for me doing this when I came over here, and I've only been doing this properly for about 2.5, 3 years. I feel like you're going to be connecting spiritually. In fact, you might go home and things go crazy for you. Yeah. You have a lot of premonition, I'm being told. You just have a sixth sense. This is gonna. Now, you're building a house?
No, we just bought a house. Well, not just bought a house, but he is just buying a garage that was for sale. So I don't know if that would be.
But you're building a house.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Your house where you are now, has it got a lot of land? Yeah, you're building a house. It's got a lot of land. You're building a house. I don't know if he's an outdoors type guy, but I feel like it's all about outdoors. And it's a lot of land. It's a lot of land. Do you talk about building a house? I don't know, but you're building a house.
We have talked about it.
About 3 years. 18 months, 3 years. Now, you mentioned to me you've got 3 children. You showed me your boys who are amazing. One of them is very good at numbers, very much numbers. I don't know if your husband is a numbers guy, but this is numbers. And I'm getting numbers. Very, very, very good with numbers. I feel like it's the younger of the twins. Okay, that's how I see it. That's what they're showing.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
The other one is a bit of an actor, a bit of a entertainer. He's got to keep us entertained. Very good mimic. Very good at. He would do an impersonation of me. Like they're very astute though. The older one more than the younger one. Very astute boy. Very outspoken. Now you mentioned you have a girl.
Yep.
Is she younger?
Yep.
Yes. She sees spirits, by the way. Are you aware of that?
No.
Yes. Who is the D in spirit? I have a D. A male D. I've given you the wheel, there you go. So everything's set in alignment for you, darling. So all of your elements are set in, so you're basically aligning into who you want to be and what you want to be. And the world is your oyster, really. I think you're so charming. I don't meet many people like you. You're so cute. Can you understand me though? Am I talking to?
Yep, I understand.
Sure?
Yeah.
Some people sit there and they're like, and I'm like, do you understand? I'm like, no.
No,
Okay.
I do.
Things are suddenly going to get busy for you, and I feel like you could have your own company yourself. I really do. It's interesting. You mentioned about the childcare, maybe, possibly. You're very good at. You're very creative. Do you make things? Do you do things?
I use a Cricut. I was given, someone bought me a Cricut for my birthday.
And
And
a
I've been
Cricut
doing stuff like that.
it's not.
It's like a printing
It's
thing.
like a printing thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
print out vinyl on it.
So could you make signs and things like that?
Mhm.
Yeah, I really feel like you're going to be doing stuff, darling, and you're very good at what you do. Why am I being drawn here for you? Have you got a tattoo or something here? I'm being drawn here. I don't know what this is. How old is Mum? I bet Mum's younger than me.
She
Isn't she?
is 4, or she's gonna be 50, I believe, on February 5th.
I'm 51.
She will be 50.
I'm gonna meet Mum. Isn't that funny? I just feel I'm gonna meet Mum.
You probably will.
Is her health alright? She needs to stop worrying health-wise. Is she worrying about her health or something?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is it around this area?
I think it's her leg right now.
It's what?
Her leg right now. She's got to go have something done there. I'm not sure exactly.
Has she got high blood pressure?
I think so.
They're pointing out her heart or her breast, and just double check. And the arm, I think that was Mum's. I think that was Mum. I was being drawn to this area of you, and I don't know if that was, or that could have been her mum. That could have been the M.
Mm-hmm. That.
Now, it wasn't a quick passing. Is that correct? It wasn't that sudden. Is that correct?
Kind of. Ish.
She's telling me she was too young. Isn't that funny? She's saying I was too young. I was too young.
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying it wasn't my time to go.
Mm-hmm.
I really feel like it could have been prevented. Does that make sense to you? Because she's saying like it could have been prevented, and we just didn't realise. I'm so sorry. Here you go. And she's saying I didn't realise. You were very close to her though. She loves you. Oh my God, you were there. Oh my gosh, you were close to her. Oh my God, she's on top of me. Is this your Mary? Is this my Mary? Oh my God, I'm saying my Mary. She's a lovely lady. It just was when I say it wasn't sudden, I just feel like it was going on for a while and no one was aware of it. Does that make sense to you? But she didn't really stand a chance. Like when it happened, does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Because people didn't know what to do, and I feel like it was neglect, like hospital neglect or doctor neglect or some kind of neglect. Does that make sense? I'm sorry, and I'm so sorry. It's like they didn't see it, and I don't mean that horribly, because she really wants you to know she's okay now. And I mean, I can literally hear your Chris saying, "Oh, he's going to say that, isn't he?" But she's gonna be okay. She's okay. She's okay. She's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's at peace, and she's saying it was my time, but it wasn't my time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And this bloody thing is. No, I'm gonna switch my phone on. Of course, I leave my phone on. There you go. So sorry, darling.
Oh, you're fine. I don't care.
I love you. I want to be friends with you. Where do you live? Where do you live?
Actually, right over here by the fairgrounds in Horseheads.
Do you? Well, I'm over here. I'm at McCann's Boulevard. Did you know that was a children's graveyard?
I did not.
And they built all houses on it.
Really?
And so I came over here, and this is why I'm doing this, because I came over here to be with this madman that I met. I mean, you meet a man in America and you think he's going to say, "Oh, I live in California, I live in San Francisco." No, I live in Elmira. So I have to move my butt to Elmira. And he moves me into a house where there was a child there was a ghost child in the wardrobe, and it scared me senseless. I was like, oh my God. So getting back onto Mary, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I don't know if you had a case against them, but I feel like there could have been a case, and she's saying there could have been a case. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't fair. She's saying it wasn't fair.
Yeah.
she also didn't say goodbye. She's saying she didn't get a chance to say goodbye, and she's apologising. And you need to know that she wasn't in as much pain as you may surmise she is. She was out of it. Does that make sense? And she's saying, I can't remember. Her transitioning was very, very quick in terms of her passing, in terms of when it came for her to cross over. Yes? She didn't want to go, so she didn't go straight away. So what happens is, some of them, they kind of have one foot over and one foot on, and that was your grandma, definitely. I mean, you knew she was a fighter. This is why I think everyone was shocked about this, because you had this very strong, mentally strong lady who things just didn't make sense. Courtney, it's like 2 and 2 don't make 4 here, right? She didn't feel any pain though, and she wants you to know that. She wants you to know that you're wearing the cross.